Oh, hello everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays Spelunky 2. You know, in most series, let's be Margaret. In most series, the further you get along, I didn't even come close to seeing a face there. Okay, I saw the whites of his eyes, I saw his little button nose. This is gonna be a great run. Most series, you know, maybe I'll finish my train of thought on this one, just kidding. In most series, by the time you get to episode 80, the end of it is kind of on the horizon. Spelunky 2, I honestly have no idea. Every day, I leave the Spelunky mines. Sometimes not literally, sometimes we're trapped in here all day. And I have a different opinion. Some days I'm like, man, this game's frustrating, but I like it. And some days I'm like, oh, there's no greater feeling of satisfaction than having like a successful Spelunky 2 run. Don't know how to describe it. This is like, I don't want to get people's hopes up, or alternatively get their hopes down if they're not a fan of this series, but this really does feel like this kind of like evergreen no thank you. Like, ooh, you could always come back to it, you know what I mean? You could keep it going indefinitely, you could take a break, you could take a year off and then return. You could take 10 years off and then return. So check this out. I'm gonna be a fool. And in spite of my foolishness, look at that. We needed that because financially this was kind of like a wash. So I do apologize, by the way. It's 8:06 a.m. On a Monday. I feel like I didn't really get my train of thought across there. You might be thinking like, is he talking about ending the Spelunky 2 series? No, not at all. Rather, what started as me trying to compliment Spelunky 2 has taken a strange turn into implying that it was going to end soon, which is not the case. Rather, I just meant to compliment its longevity, and kind of went cross-eyed somewhere along the lines. It is early, you know how it is, baby time, but honestly, it's way too early to draw a correlation between, like, sleep and video game performance. But I will say, some of my very best Spelunky 2 runs have been in a bit of an addled state. As hard as it is to believe, sometimes, like, I think, here's my thoughts on sleep. I'm not a scientist, I'm not a sleep scientist especially. Okay, hold on, we gotta do this in the right order. However, anything over here? No. There is a ghost pot above us, but I don't think we want to fish for it. I mean, I kind of want to fish for it. I just don't know if we can actually make it happen. Is there a shopkeeper up there? There isn't. We might be able to make it happen inverted. Like second, I mean. So you grab this, run. You knew that was going to crush it. I kind of thought there would be a little extra space, but that's fine. But we'll just leave. I think it, like, a lack of sleep is a temporarily performance-enhancing drug. Oy. By which I definitely do not mean, and I'm going to try to get this guy to pop out over here, maybe, so that I can use him to hit the arrow trap. I definitely do not mean that it's, like, a long-term good. Whatever, dude. Rome was not built in a day. Turns out we didn't even need to do that. And forget that gem. I do not concern myself with it. And yet it weighs on my mind, like the beating of that telltale heart. No. Okay, a little spooky, but just a little. Donkey, dunk-a-da-dunk. I don't know, I've been spinning my wheels conversationally. Don't you feel like sometimes, like when you have, at least this is the way it's always been for me. When you have a night of bad sleep, or not optimal sleep, there's like a period of a few hours where you're superhuman. You're like exalted. You know? Usually, my experience with like a relatively bad sleep, I think this is probably worth it, is that you're not like uniformly garbage the next day. You go through like a delusional period where you're like, actually, I may never need to sleep again. And then like a few hours after that, you're like, well, I am getting a little tired. And then a few hours after that, you're like, but for where we are right now, I think we're in that Herculean period where everything's looking rosy. And you know what? I'll just tell myself what I always tell myself. We could always just take a nap later. I think we're gonna buy out this secret shop, dude. I really do hate using all of my ropes. All of my ropes, boom, for you. On the other hand, spring shoes equals less rope usage in the future. Maybe even a lot less rope usage in the future. And you kind of gotta start to get your return on investment, right? So the cape allows you to fall on the spikes, which actually should, in theory, maybe not, allow us to get Monty as well. I've decided that that is not that useful, and honestly, not even that cool. It's not like cool guys don't get Monty, because cool guys don't need HP, and you want to be a cool guy, don't you? Hey, don't you want to be a cool guy? Big shot. Okay, good stuff. We got 10 grand sitting in our pocket. Actually, like a very, very solid run so far. There's some magic. I mean, I will essentially... Okay, we gotta go faster here. I'm going too slow. I knew it was gonna break it, but the ghost was coming anyway. Well, in that case, let's just grab this. We do have some bombs available, but I don't think I care. Let's just get the heck out of there. We kind of mismanaged the end of that floor, but who cares? We got the raw materials we were looking for. So we definitely should murder Quill back. There's some magic in the first Spelunky 2 run of the day. That's what I was trying to say. You only get one first run of the day. Sometimes you do get to say that doesn't count. Like that damage right there, in my opinion, it doesn't count, you know? We kind of got stuck on the wall. We're going to count that? Well, then we got to start counting everything, and I don't think you want to do that. You know, if you don't succeed on your first run, you just go, oh, that's fine, that was just a warm-up. And then if you don't succeed on your second run, you go, I'm never playing this game again. Okay, so you know what we're looking for. Beautiful shot. Absolutely beautiful shot. We will be going to the black market, or at least attempting to. You know how we do it. You know how we do it. You just bide your time. This is the value of the spike shoes. You gotta be a little careful. But they give you a flexibility and a level of power wouldn't otherwise expect. Don't even try it. Don't even try it, dummy. Don't even try it. Okay. Honestly, 4 HP is acceptable. Maybe not stellar, like an Incubus song. I mean, they've got a few stellar songs. The song Stellar, not one of them, in my opinion. Ryan, this is your manager slash publicist speaking. Please stop making references to the pop punk band Incubus. I guess you'd classify them more as alt rock, perhaps, but nobody has had a conversation about Incubus in any form of public consciousness since the year 2005. We're gonna need you to start being more current. Can you talk about the performance that Justin Bieber and Shawn Mendes gave at the American Music Awards last night? Hey, did you see that Justin Bieber and Shawn Mendes performed together at the American Music Awards last night? No? I did. I didn't watch the show. Frankly, because I don't respect liars. And if you're gonna call it the American Music Awards, why start the show with 2 Canadian singers, you know? Just seems a little weird to me. Hold on. Yes, this is big. We want the ropes. I don't think I care about the turkeys just now. Most of the things that kill us here kill us in one hit. Different story if we find that there is an altar, of course. But I saw that they performed at the American Music Awards because I was up. No, come on, man. Come on, you jerk. You're not an intellectual. Don't do it. Not 2 in a row. That's all I ask of you. because I was up early watching the news. The news. Perhaps you've heard of it? The news. Just playing it cool. In the half hour I watched the news. I mean, I wasn't up early to watch the news, I should clarify. I was up early because I had to feed the baby. But in the half hour that I watched the news, they covered the story of Shawn Mendes and Justin Bieber opening the American Music Awards literally 4 times. Which it should go to show you, when you sometimes find yourself going like, how do all Canadians know all Canadians? Basically, anytime one of us makes it big in any capacity, they become a dominant aspect of the 24-hour news cycle. Now, you might be saying, it's probably a slow news day. Not really. I'm not sure if you've been following the news in 2020. There is no such thing any longer as a slow news day. Every news day is a large news day. This is very not good. And I know you're probably asking yourself, what do you mean by that? It's very not good. Everything seems okay in spite of the kind of dumb damage you've been taking. We have a genuine problem. It's the black market. That's the genuine problem. I don't want to experience the black market this early, because financially it leaves us in kind of a spot of muted value. You know, we're not going to be able to buy much from the shopkeepers. So I was hoping that maybe this was the entrance. If it's not the entrance, it's just kind of a weird area, which is also... Alright, it's not the entrance. Fair enough, we got plenty of time. But yeah, we're basically, like... I mean, this is just... I wouldn't necessarily be too upset by it. Just kind of bad luck to have the black market be so early. So we know it's, like, down here. Yeah, that's pretty good. We're pretty much just gonna be able to buy the hedge it plus a little bit. We've already been in the crawl space there. I was hoping to find maybe the ghost pot, but then I'm like, I'm not gonna risk the whole run just to try to make the you know, an extra 5 grand happen. We're hoping that maybe there's some... I was gonna call them doodle bugs, but that's not what they're called. Some lightning bugs, some fireflies. I'd take 1,000 bugs from 10,000 larger bugs. Sorry, well, I'm trying to delete it. Alright. Ooh, baby. 63,000. I'd prefer not to have to bet on us making it to, the 3 Children of the Forest, because it really depends on them more than it depends on me. So bombs are probably a good purchase. I think paste, you know, there's a reasonable case that we'll get it in the future anyway, but we really need it one way or the other. I actually sadly feel like HP is pretty valuable for 4,200. I love the climbers with the spring shoes. This eliminates a lot of our need for ropes in the future. I would maybe buy both bombs, which takes us to 10. So we'll have like a minimum, in all likelihood, of 14. And then I'm just gonna be honest, I didn't actually mean to buy those ropes. I meant to just buy Monty and save a little extra money to get to the moon challenge more quickly, but I mean, you know as well as I do, this is like my nightmare. We got out in time. So this is what I was worried about, is not having enough money for the moon challenge. But my hope is that we'll get there. I mean, we need the moon challenge one way or the other. So we kind of gotta do it. I just hope that it won't take us too long and screw up our optics. This is the danger, and, you know, it's something... Oh, let's go. Something we have very little control over. But this is the danger of, getting a very early black market. Okay, living sacrifice. Sounds like a Bloodborne boss. I love the... Dude, one of the big reasons I want to play through Bloodborne again is because the boss is called Living Failure. Or Living Failures. It's just such a perfect opportunity to dunk on anybody. It's like a free joke built into the Let's Play. Living Failure sounds like... Okay, so I panicked a little there. Dropped the rope for no reason. Living Failure sounds like my brr, sounds like my brr, sounds like mouth, sounds like brr, sounds like chat, you know? Like, you could use the joke 100 different ways. Okay, we're so close to the Kapala. Would you? I've decided no. I've decided it's not worth it. So remember, to the best of my knowledge... You think that's where Monty is? I want to check, actually. Oh, but it's such a stupid area to try to get to. It is where Monty is. I'll do it, dude. Thank God that guy's facing the other direction. No Kapala yet. We're probably like one away. We can do the moon challenge. All we need is a little bit of money. But if we don't do the moon challenge, there should still be bows and arrows available somewhere. Dude, there's like not enough money on this. Clover, just get the clover. There you go. Now that you got the clover, and then you've got access to the pot of gold, the whole thing becomes slightly more manageable. I don't even really want to do the moon challenge, but we need to hold the bow and arrow, right? Okay, so we need a fast moon challenge as well. I don't think we're actually going to get the Kapala, because I don't see our... I mean, there's... maybe a body we can sacrifice if you really want to take the gamble to... and we definitely want the Child of the Forest as well, if possible. But there is maybe a body to sacrifice if you're willing to try to fight the Witch Doctor, who historically has, like, ended so many of my runs that it just makes me want to cry. So I think here's the way we're going to try to tackle this. We already got our bow. Obviously, like, money is valuable. Oh, we can't... I thought we could just bomb our way into that, but it is what it is. Just keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. Stop the movement, because otherwise you would die there. 90 seconds. Okay, so times are gonna move real quick. Watch out, these skeletons are gonna come to life. It's a guarantee. We know these things to be true. We know them to be self-evident. That all skeletons are created equal. Indivisible by man. This is okay. No! We got 1 minute left. Immediately, what do I say to myself? Nobody cares about the Kapala. You can wait a couple of floors to get the Kapala popping. You can wait the rest of the game to get the Kapala popping. We don't care about the ghost pot too much anymore. What do we care about? Absolutely getting in here. Because this is basically 4 bombs. Hello. By the way, terrible location for you to be standing, but... I mean, I guess you didn't trap yourself in there, so I can't really be too mad. And then... just wanted to make sure I shattered it as close to the left as possible. That was a tricky floor, and I'm very happy with the way we did that. I think we analyzed it appropriately. Now on this floor, always like the bomb box, quite expensive. Are we gonna buy it out? 4, 8, yeah, and 1600. I think we'll buy it out. It's less for the discount, and more just as you know, everything in there is useful. That was spookier than I'd like to admit. Everything in there is useful. And I think we're kind of past the point where we care... Okay, this is very necessary. We're kind of past the point where we care about absolutely maximizing our purchasing power moving forward. Because in all likelihood, we're kind of tapped on it. I just didn't want to hit my head. We're kind of tapped on that anyway. Like, we're not going to see too many shops for the rest of the game. Alright, we gotcha. We gotcha. We gotcha. Okay, waste everybody's time, but that's fine. That's fine. We're going to have 31 bombs. We thought we were going to have, like, 14. We're going to have 31. It's like the pretty fly for a white guy. He asked for 14, but he ended up with 41. I want the clover. Like, if you could finesse this clover for me. Okay, that's not how you do it. But guess what, brother? Oh, honestly, incredible technique. Well done. Maybe don't immediately drop down that way. You see what I mean? We got some problems. Let's wait till he faces the other way. Like a glove. Okay, now it's kind of got a fairly similar situation here because you got to watch out for the spring shoes. And you kind of got a similar situation here because this mosquito could ruin your life. It's really what we were looking for there, was an unmissable situation. Always got to be cautious about it. Always got to be cautious about it. Always got to be cautious about it. What should I have done? It's a good question. I mean, anything that you don't have to be a genius. Oh my god. The one of the things that doesn't burn me up in the Spelunky comments, but it just makes me wonder about the state of our nation's statistical and analytical education, is that people will be like, you know, my advice for you, don't do the thing that got you killed. Yeah, you don't have to be like Milton Friedman to figure out the economics of that, you know? If a mistake killed you, it's better to do basically anything. You could probably construct a situation where, like, oh, is it worth deleting your save to keep your run going? Okay, well, I don't know. I'll live with that. It strikes me as kind of a false dilemma, but moving on. Help. I should have shot the arrow, but I was like, I don't want to drift down to the spikes and then have to jump and tap the A button super quickly again. And again, in hindsight, there is no argument that it... That was weird. There is no argument that it wouldn't have been the right idea. Obviously, it would have been the right idea, because we frickin' died, dude. But anyway, we're gonna persevere here. It is what it is. It simply is what it is. We've had a lot of runs kind of die in that same corridor, you know? That area of the jungle that really shouldn't be that hard, but is for whatever reason. In spite of my embarrassment, we're moving onward. I'm gonna be honest, with the setup we got right here, I do feel like maybe we could get away with, if not killing the shopkeeper, like at least stealing from the shopkeeper. Now, how do you do this? I've seen Malf do it. So there you go. When you steal... See, we're trying something new here. When you steal... Oh no, this is our key floor, dude. When you steal, you have a timer associated with it, right? It's like if you don't kill the shopkeeper within X floors, or if you don't harm the shopkeeper within X floors, you're still, you're good to go. You're considered a... It's water under the bridge. It's a preferred customer situation. I think we're gonna invest heavily in ignoring the shopkeeper, or bypassing him. I just want you to trigger the arrow trap. I just want to do something with the arrow trap. That's it. It's not any more complicated than that. And we're looking for the key down here. We have found the key down here. This may seem Reckless. And I actually think that reckless is probably a pretty good description. But again, we will have the benefit, now that I think about it, what's the benefit of having gotten the shotgun? It's actually probably pretty low. Yeah, okay, you know, you make a valid point. Maybe this wasn't worth going for after all. Hold on, though, hold on. Let's go. Hello. Easy money. We just stole. Stealing's not that illegal. Okay, we sometimes... Sorry about that. Sometimes, you know, desperate times call for desperate measures. You know, you make a mistake on the jungle, you get set up for a Volcana run, you make a mistake on a normal run. Time for a shopkeeper murder situation. Sorry, I just don't know if this guy... Oh, it had not fired. Let's go, dude. So remember, ideally, my dream, personally, is if we didn't aggro shopkeepers for like 2 floors, we might actually get back in his good graces. I just don't want to get so close to Yang that he gets upset with me. I think this is a situation where you gotta... Alright. There's a certain danger associated with this. I basically just wanted Yang to die. Because he will come back. Actually, now that I think about it, I actually don't know if he really comes back. But look at this, you know, maybe this is what we needed on this run. Because now, we're thinking again. We're not just playing, like, with muscle memory. Now we're actually using our noggin to come up with the way we think things should go. He's dead. And that level of, like, in-the-moment analysis can only benefit us. I am hoping to see forgiveness soon, though. Again, like, we did it all for the shotgun, which is really not what we should be stealing. I think we made a very large mistake. When it comes to, like, shop evaluation. Okay, oh... I also, like, we should not, that should not have been the shop to try out this strategy. Let's put it that way. By the way, apparently rock dog's not actually immune to lava. The fact that I have remained unpunished despite believing that is kind of hilarious. Send him. No, don't blow up. Why'd you say send them and then say don't blow up? Because I'm confused, okay? I'm clearly not understanding the, the difficulty of the situation. Van Helsing? Van Helsing? I swear on my life I will slay you? Ha ha ha. He must be much further down. Is that even possible? Not really? Did the shopkeeper didn't die, right? I mean, I don't see them, which certainly to me seems to indicate that they died. Not feeling like superb about my abilities here. But you know what? I'm still standing after all these years. The Vancouver Canucks playoff song from 2020. Which was true. We were still standing. Eventually we did stop standing, but that's not really like as good of a song, right? I stopped standing, defeated by a better team. Oh my god. Hello everybody, I have returned. You might be wondering what the heck was that voice from above that came through the loudspeaker. By the way, I didn't know there was a pot of gold going on here, but I did get Van Helsing. I was so rattled. Basically, like, our apartment is doing some, like, security testing, more or less. You know, fire and burglar alarms and stuff like that. So it came through on the loudspeaker. I knew it was happening today. I would be lying to you if I said I thought they would start at 8:30 in the morning. It is now 9:42, which is fine, you know, there's no problem with it. We're gonna try to rebuild this run from... Whoops, I actually wanted to sack him. Thank God we didn't shoot there, though. We're gonna try to rebuild this run from the ashes of my understanding, though. What does that mean? It just means that I've been taken out of the Spelunky mode. I no longer know where we stand. I do remember murdering, no! I remember stealing from some shopkeepers. Now that the shopkeepers have died, indirectly as a result, they may accuse me of murder, but we didn't commit murder. I know that sounds like I'm trying to get off on a technicality, but if I steal something from a shopkeeper... It's pretty tempting, I'll admit. We kind of need the HP, brother. If we steal something from a shopkeeper, and then the shopkeeper, you know, jumps on some spikes, that's not murder. We may be a factor in their death, but it's certainly not murder. I actually paid for it. Like a fool, and then I killed him anyway. I'm just telling you, my understanding, however naive it is, of the court system, is that we may well, you know, be charged with shoplifting. That seems like a given. Perhaps criminal negligence causing death. I'm just gonna be straight up with you, dude. I don't know how the heck we get out of here. I don't know what we do about that situation right there. Because I'm pretty sure she's gonna be upset. So you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do instead. You're gonna think I've lost it. We're gonna try to kill Van Helsing and take his bow instead. I don't really like what you got for sale. So again, I'm trying to get like the pity timer or the forgiveness timer going. At this point, I really doubt we will, but I think it's worth more than just trying to, you know, kill the shopkeeper. For items that we don't really consider that valuable in the first place. I don't know, man. Like, this run is adrift. Oh, baby! Thank God we got the HP from the secret shop. I'm just confused about this run. Please, please, I'm begging you. I am begging you. I had so much time in between when the fire alarm started and now that I actually went and got myself a coffee. Don't worry, we did mobile ordering and masking up. You just can't have the run be like 4 minutes long after something like that, you know? Oh, there's lava. After I paused for so long to try to salvage the episode, I'm sorry to inform you that it's just not okay for you to be like, now you're gonna die. Okay, just literally miss the chain, never miss the chain. Okay, here we go, here we go. It's only right that you should play the way you feel. Okay, okay. Sorry, I'm trying to go viral like dog bound. Okay, we're going down, down. Oh no, Lulu. We gotta get out of there. Well, for now, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, click the like button. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!